What's extraordinary about the studies on multitasking is that when you multitask, even though you're doing worse and worse on everything you're doing, you feel as though you're doing better and better.
The brain actually isn't capable of multitasking. In fact, your brain oscillates attention from task 1 to task 2. A young, nimble adolescent brain can oscillate back and forth very, very quickly, but it comes at a cost. One study looked at children and had them either watch a very rapidly sequenced television program or a slowly sequenced program or play with crayons, and then tested right afterwards their cognitive ability, and found that the kids that watched the rapidly paced program performed more poorly than the other two. Overstimulation tires the brain, and it tends to function not as well.
We wanted to know, how does the rapid stimulation affect the brain? We exposed young mice to switching sounds and lights to mimic the situation that children face when they switch from one screen to the other. Afterwards, we looked at the effect on learning and found that the ability of these young mice to learn new things was very much compromised. It took them 3 times longer or more to learn how to go through a maze than the non-exposed young mice. The next step was to look at the brain of these mice, and what we found is that the structure that controls learning and memory had less nerve cells compared to those that were not stimulated. But what really surprised us is that once we stopped exposing the young mice to the screens, the reduction in the nerve cell persisted throughout their lives. The changes were permanent. We're exposing a whole generation of children to these rapid-paced media, and we have no clue what it does to the brain. And if it's the same as we see in the mice, then this is a very shocking news.